We are about a month into the new year, so how are your resolutions going? Not so great? Well, that's normal. But why is it so hard to stick to a healthy eating plan or maybe an earlier bedtime? Dr. Christina Captain is the lead practitioner at the Sarasota Center for Acupuncture and Nutrition, and she is here to help us make positive changes. Ooh, do we need you?
Oh my gosh, and I'm so happy to be here with you, Jerry.
Yes, me too. Always great to see you. All right, let's just make everyone feel a little bit better about the fact that so many of us are failing our resolutions. But why? Why do they typically not work?
So firstly, you know, we want to make these big, overarching, big changes. They're very sexy to think about. You know, like I'm a size 14, I'm going to be a size 2 by February. They're really sexy to think about, but they're just too much of a chunk. And by the time we're aware that we need to make a change, we're nowhere near the action steps. And so we make these resolutions and we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So we have to have self-compassion.
Oh, nice.
We cannot be too hard on ourselves because we've made these just ridiculous choices. Now, if you're the kind of person that's already in action, like already doing their, you know, exercise or already eating right, and they say, hey, I'm gonna make a New Year's resolution, so now I'm gonna lose this much weight, or now I'm gonna stop smoking, or something that they've done that they're in action already, those people are more successful because they're already taking action. But regular old people like you and I, most of the time, we're like making a New Year's resolution that we're nowhere near awareness even. We're just like, I'm gonna make this,
it sounded good. It sounded good last year, but now in play. All right, so I like the self-compassion because I think a lot of people can just fall off at this point and then not get back on.
Exactly.
Now, one mistake I know people do is that they try to just do this alone. They try and silo and accomplish these. You say it's better to use a support system.
Absolutely, so that's what we do. The Sarasota Center for Acupuncture and Nutrition, right? We are fantastic at being your support system. We're like family. One of our big differences, and we have a lot of differences with there's so many wonderful practitioners in Sarasota, but we have some of the best differences. First of all, we treat you like a part of our family. In fact, my old name of my business was the Family Healing Center.
Yes, I remember. I used to go there. Yes.
I've known you over 20 years.
Absolutely.
Insane. And we both look like we're, you know, 25. It's amazing. So anyway, being part of the family, knowing about you, what are your crises, what are your issues, it's almost sometimes like a semi-counseling session, right? So we really want to know, support you. The big deal is celebrating those small successes, small steps. So you want to quit smoking, some people come in and go, I'm going to go cold turkey. That definitely sometimes doesn't work for a lot of people. So we're great. You're smoking 40 cigarettes a day? Let's get you down to 35 or 30. Those small successes. All right, the whole team celebrates. You're amazing. You did this. Yeah. Let's get down to 20. So things, you know, when we have multiple modalities to help you in your success. We got acupuncture, we have nutrition, we have a bunch of secret modalities we don't like to talk about. No,
sure. You don't have to give away all the secret sauce. But I love the idea, like a lofty goal sounds good, but I like what you're saying about coming up with smaller steps, coming up with small successes, because the more we succeed, the more we're going to try to stay on our goals, on our path.
Yeah, and so some people, they're like, well, I don't need a New Year's resolution. I'm fine. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I'm da-da-da. Well, then how about we get you to stay that way? Because there's, you know, there's a lot of ideas now about how to live longer healthfully. So there's two different things, right? Lifespan and health span. And I actually learned that so many years ago from one of my mentors who's now passed away, Eve Plews. Hi, Eve, right? So she was amazing nutritionist in Sarasota for a very long time. And she would say that, she taught us that. She said, you know, health span and lifespan are not the same thing. You can live till you're 85, 95, 105, but if you're in the bed not being able to eat or clean yourself or have an activity or have a healthy mind, what's the point? So it's about live healthfully, and then die. So that's the idea. Not like live, let me plug into a machine, let me get IVs, let me, you know.
Quality of life is our goal. So I love that in addition to the wonderful modalities that you do offer at your center, you also have a plethora of other tools. Like there's a book that I know you mentioned.
Right, so it's called Outlive, right? It's by Peter Attia. And he talks about in there the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse of your health. One being cancer, right? One being heart disease, one being neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and ALS and things like that. And the 4th one, which is a plague upon America, is diabetes type 2 and other metabolic dysfunctions. So one of the major differences in the Sarasota Center is that we combine laboratory testing of all kinds and identify where you are in that, whether your cholesterol is just borderline, higher, you have other metabolic issues that you don't even know about. So it's predictive. And we can say, this is what you need to do now to prevent later.
Oh, that is so valuable, because it's harder to treat it after it's already happened. I love this approach. All right, she mentioned a support system. You can plug into Dr. Captain's support system. Find more information about everything that Dr. Captain can offer to help you succeed in the new year. Visit her and her team at scansrq.com. We'll be right back.